The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up.
And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
15. Hey, ribble it. 43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Accelerating, and off he goes.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Penny is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the play fake, Corral. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Corral here, working from the gun.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down. Here's Corral. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
2nd down and 8.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action here. Corral.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Back in the season. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. It's a gain of 35.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Mahomes. 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 21-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
2nd and 10, Corral again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Corral. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Off play action. Here's Corral.
Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
54 yards.
And the Patriots are back within a score.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
And got his man complete. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season. And that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The Chiefs had 9-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, The infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle, Egypt?
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Jamal Agnew, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down. If you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Now Corral.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They do go for it. Corral. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27.
Play action, Corral.
He's got a man, complete. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And a Patriot first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here's Corral.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Corral looking to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
Corral throwing for it on 4th.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, color.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Rashad Penny. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
33, Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. We on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On play action, it's Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. Corral lost it. The ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks... protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
A loss of 5 yards. 3 and out.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Off the play fake, Winston.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 67 yards.
67-yard gain on the play. First down, Patriots.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Forced out to his left. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looking to throw is Mills. Out left and complete to Thornton.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think, this is intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end.
Mills on 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Play fake. Mills
Sliding out of the pocket.
a wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 4.
On play action, Winston. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On play action, Mills.
He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashee Rice,
39 yards.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action. Mills.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Neil Farrell
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 That's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Bobby Wagner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jameis to throw it. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now a second down throw for Mills.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
One last shot from Mills.
And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
So for Kansas City,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for New England,